I am so invested in this quest right now that I need to continue the Prince's secret. Talk to the Admiral about the ruins. I want to know what's going on. So, we're going to head down to the docks and find the Admiral.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the Pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the Pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Okay, so we have to speak with Petrus. Alright, Petrus. What do you have to say for yourself, sir? Might have to add him to our party.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Teleme, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Teleme lands, and of course seek out the Bishop Domitius.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Alright, well, we're going to compose our team. I would love to have Ciara on this quest, but I think that replacing her with Petrus is a better idea. And then we're going to keep Vasco as well. So we have someone from the Knot, and then someone who's from Teleme. And this should be interesting to see how this is going to happen. Well, we've made it back to San Mateus. And the first quest I want to do, there's like 2 sub-quests in here. The first one is going to be question Bishop Domitius at San Mateus. And then we also have question Commander Fernando over the problems with Teleme. I'm not sure where this one is. It might be in another area. Not on this map? Oh no, he is here on the map. Well, I want to go here to this one. So, back... Mr. Bishop. It looks like he's up with the Mother Cardinal.
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir Desarde, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the Blood Plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us?
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
First of all, he just called wind magic. And second, why would they be at the origin of the Malachor? It's probably because they're always out at sea. Who would have thunk? Silly bishop. It looks like both of these next objectives are going to be where Commander Fernando is. So we're just going to select Commander Fernando's quest first. Potentially speak to him. Or her, maybe. And also question this secret, you know? Like, look to see if we can find anything about the secret with Fernando. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Oh, he is probably going to have both dialogue options.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Thélème. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
And that bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naut's secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet.
So it's time to wear the robes of the second in command. I wonder if I have to put the second command outfit on Petrus as well. Okay, so we have... What do we got here? Investigate the knot secrets. Investigate the missing knots. I don't believe I have something... Yeah, I don't have anything in my inventory right now to put on Petrus. But that might not have anything to do with anything. It could just have all to do with me. I would have laughed so hard if this had been the same room that he was in. Okay. I really like how you can use disguises, but it doesn't make sense all the time. Especially with them. I mean, what is it? Petrus is not wearing... He's wearing Bridge Alliance stuff, isn't he? Vasco is at least using the second in command's outfit. Don't mind me getting into your office.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
Well, yeah. That's the point, Vasco. You think that you know every single secret that the Naughts have had over years and years, decades, maybe centuries? Let's investigate the missing Naughts. We're right next to it. Right? Yeah, let's just do this first. And then maybe we'll be able to continue the quest. That's really awesome.
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors. Some Naughts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Naughts are up to.
And what do these Mage Inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the island. Especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Naughts' secrets.
Search the area. I mean... Yeah. The Inquisitors all have the sun on their backs, don't they? Oh. The water texture. How close can I get to those ships? Oh, excuse me. That's a sailor. Huh. They wear a very peculiar outfit.
Your Excellency, Captain Vasco, what fair wind brings you here?
I must leave you.
Maybe we're not supposed to be down here right now. Although it was kind of cool that she recognized Vasco. That is so awesome, that pirate ship. Or, I call it a pirate ship, but it's technically the Naughts ship. I suppose we'll speak with this sailor.
Good day. I'm looking for two men, Naughts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor. A nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Alright, so they're at the tavern. Shall I search this, the hangar here first? I think I'm going to. There was a place that I could climb up over here to get into the hangar. Oh. Not here, but over here. Now I'm hoping that they don't care that I come over this wall. They really shouldn't, because I'm already dressed as a knot. But it's not easy to tell. Silly joke. Yeah, they totally would have started fighting me by now. Okay, seems like I have free range of this place. I'm gonna figure out their dirty little secrets. And loot everything that we can along the way. Oh, some of the graphical glitches seem to be showing up all of a sudden in the game. So it's actually that warehouse over there. This would have been interesting to see how difficult it would have been to stealth through this area. That's definitely not one of the strongest parts of this game, being able to sneak around. The stealth is lacking.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments.
I really don't think we're gonna find anything that's magical with the knots. That's nothing incriminating there.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
I don't see a dolphin. Doesn't mean it's not there.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Man, I'm in quite the predicament, aren't I?
The Ordo Luminous was completely wrong. We must find these missing Nauts.
I don't want to reveal the not secret, but I also want to make sure that they don't get attacked from the Inquisitors. Can I fall down? Oh, good. Okay. Well, what do we have next? Did we... Yeah, we wrapped that one up. So we just need to find the missing knots, which I'm guessing are being held captive by the Inquisitors. They must have been snatched up. Oh, a lockpick. They must have been snatched up when they were at the tavern.
When are we going to act? Our men are twiddling their thumbs, and that's bad for their morale. Let's not even speak about the guards at the prison. Who likes having clandestine prisoners in their jails?
You are impatient. We haven't been able to get out of them what we need to hear, but it won't be long. Then we can act and launch the grand purification of the Nauts. While waiting, keep your men on a leash, especially those in the jails. If the Mother Cardinal learns that you are detaining Nauts in a cell in your barracks...
We'll be in muddy waters, but then you will too. No need to remind me.
They're gone.
I cannot believe that these lunatics dared capture some of my brothers to interrogate them. We must set them free from the Coin's jail as soon as possible. As for this talk of purification, gives me shivers.
Yeah, for real. These Inquisitors are awful. Awful, awful people. So, I don't think I need these knot robes on anymore. I want to switch back to my better armor. Just in case we get into a battle, which I'm assuming is going to happen at some point soon. I think the jail cell goes this way. Yeah. Can I go in there, sir? I don't think I'm gonna be able to just walk in there.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Oh. I can break through or bribe him. Well, I've got a lot of money, sir. And I'm definitely not bribing you in front of, like, 4 other people in this hallway.
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
So I've paid you off, but what does that mean for those dudes?
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, They did this to us. It doesn't bode well, not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. Taking into consideration what we learned in the warehouse, it will not be difficult to convince the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
Okay. I like how that guard just let his prisoners go. I guess what was it, 80 coins? And then this dude just watched them walk out? Okay, I'm down for that. If I don't have to fight my way out. Oh, this is getting very interesting, very political. Find proof against Ordo Luminous. Oh, we get to go into the Ordo Luminous building again. You think that they would have changed their locks by now? How many times have we been in there? We've been in there like 3 times. 3 or 4 times? No, this will be our 4th time going in. No one said they were smart. Also, I think that I noticed the Inquisitor is the same one that beat the native up in the very beginning, or like in one of the first episodes. That when we got to Tear to Free. So it'll be nice to just kill him. Also, the last time I was in here, there was nobody, so I'm assuming that no one will be in here this time around either. There might have been a place that I couldn't go the last time as well. It's like a torture room. We have the upstairs. Then I have to remember not to reveal the secrets of the knots to the bishop or the Mother Cardinal. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to, Oh!
Like to protect me in battle.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
I was not expecting that. What I was gonna say is I don't want to... Oh. That's not as good as I thought it was. But I don't want to reveal the secrets of the knots. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because you might have to reveal that secret in order to protect them. Antique ornate helmet. Was that a legendary item, being purple? Wait a minute, Petrus. Do you want a new hat? Did he wear it? Oh! He can. And it's better. It's about the same color, just a little darker. There you go. How do you like your new helmet? It's a silly looking helmet, but it fits on him. Ah.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Is he going to be out here? Ready to confront me? No? That's surprising.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Naught's tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. The Ordo Luminis captured several Naughts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Naughts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony.
Okay, well, we don't want to reveal the discoveries in the reserve. I want to keep the secrets for the Naughts, and just... Ptolemy's gonna have to think that they use magic. I hope that I don't have to choose that option.
I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naught building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Naughts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Naughts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Naughts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Oh, thank goodness I did not have to choose that option. Inform Admiral Cabral. Okay, let's go back to the Admiral. Is she the one? Yeah, she's the one in New Serene, so we'll have to fast travel there.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature, and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our fates.
I knew it. I mean, it's only been said 100 times that he looks like an islander, so I think we need to make an appearance in front of Constantine if the man is still alive after getting sick quite quickly. But yeah, this is interesting. Now we're probably going to be learning more about Daystar's past.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, no, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat, and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell me.
Silence! We have little time, and not to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?